Hello friends, this is Om Prakasha, and this is my first ever attempt that I'm trying to reach you by my words. I'm going to narrate you a story which is not actually mine, and neither I was an eyewitness there. But the story had really touched me a lot. So it's simply a translation of that Hindi story that I have heard a while before. It was about an architect who, under a boss, served for 25 or 30 long years, or call it more than 30 years. He was very good at his projects. Whatever work the boss used to give him, he used to do that wholeheartedly. Slowly, gradually, he was ebbing to the other phase of his life. He was getting older, and thus he decided to take retirement once. He kept the proposal to his boss, telling that he had served under him for more than 30 years, and now it is the time to share some happy moments with the family, and thus he decided to take retirement. The boss, though he was under his good books, he didn't feel like giving him the retirement because he was still not as old as the man the architect considered him to be. So he requested the architect to go for a final project. The architect thought, again, where this boss is letting him indulge into, because he has already made a plan to leave. And when we make our mind ready to leave a job, we no more feel like doing that, or we cannot completely engross ourselves in the project. But he could not deny, as the boss was very good to him. So he agreed. The boss handed him over the site, the design, and asked him to go for it from the very next day. The man, this time, though he was wishing to leave for his retirement, somehow he completed the project, but he was not as good as he was in the previous projects. So, in a month or two, he completed the project. Very happily, along with the file, he went to his boss's cabin, handed him over the sheet, the bunch of papers, asked him to go through it well, and finally, the work was done. So the architect felt very happy, as finally the time has come, and he would be going for his retirement. Now he will have time, complete time, for his family members. So for his 30 plus long service that he paid to his boss, and he was very good at his works. He was quite skilled, he was good natured, well behaved. So the boss wished to thank him in a different way for the services he had given him. Finally, he offered him a cup of tea. They had a very good talk, and as a gift for his 30 plus long years, from his drawer he took some bunch of keys, and he handed that over to the architect, informing him, telling him that the last project he was working upon was for him. So, was the architect happy then? Very happily, the boss had given him the keys, but he was not so happy as he supposed to be, because he knew the way he had worked, he knew the way he performed, and again he cannot deny the keys. And thus he took the key. He went home with a regretful mind. He regretted over his final project. He regretted over the task he had done. And thus he realized he got a very big lesson for the entire life. He had served under him for more than 30 long years, and he did his work wholeheartedly. He performed very well in all the projects or all the jobs he was offered. But the last one, he took it lightly, and the work had some loopholes. He knew the fact because he was the main architect there, and he got that very house as a gift. He cannot deny that it was quite precious. So he got a lesson. He thought that the brick by brick, brick upon brick that he had kept to build a house was for him. So at the end, the entire story talks about the life that we ourselves are building. We are the architect of our own fate, and daily we lay a brick or two to make a good house. We know well what sort of brick we are putting into, we are laying upon, because the very house that we are going to make by our daily activity, doing something daily, will be the very house that we will be offered in our later life. So, if we are good as an architect, if we are good at our day to day work, definitely the house that we will get in our later life is going to be a strong one, and we can enjoy a very happy life there. So, it is upon us. What are we doing daily? We are making our own fortune, we are making our own luck. So, friends, just trying to reach you with a very good message that it is we who build our own career, it is we who build our own fortune, it is we who are responsible for our own name and fame. So, how good we are at our work, at our daily work in present, decides how good our future would be. Thank you, friends. Have a good day.